Today, we're diving deep into a single electrifying proverb from the visionary artist and poet William Blake. Now, this is a line that really challenges one of our most basic assumptions, the idea that improvement is always a good thing. So here it is. Improvement makes straight roads, but the crooked roads without improvement are roads of genius. At first glance, it seems pretty straightforward, right? But Blake is actually setting up this profound riddle. He's hinting that the most brilliant paths in life might just be the ones we leave a little messy, a little wild, and completely unimproved. So that's really the question at the heart of all of this. And it's a question Blake is asking every single one of us, not just artists. Which path are you on? In your work, in your life, in your thinking? Is it a straight, predictable one? Or is it one of those crooked roads? Let's figure out what that actually means. Okay, so first things first, we need to get a handle on what Blake was arguing against. Now, he's not saying we shouldn't learn or grow, not at all. He's taking aim at a very specific, almost toxic kind of improvement. Let's explore the straight road. You see, for Blake, improvement wasn't about genuine progress. It was this cold, detached, mechanical way of thinking that just standardizes everything. He actually contrasted a mind like a cistern, holding stagnant, poisonous water, with a mind like a fountain that's constantly bubbling up with fresh, untamed ideas. This kind of improvement might give you predictable results, sure, but there's just no soul in it. And this is the really critical part. That straight road is a trap. It feels safe. It feels efficient. It feels totally logical. But Blake warns that it's a prison for the human spirit. It tells your hands and feet exactly where to go, which means there's zero chance of wandering off, getting a little lost, and making a truly new discovery. And this really lays out the two opposing forces perfectly. On one side, you've got the straight road of improvement. It's all about detached reason, standardized outcomes, that logic of the cistern mind. But on the other side, you have the crooked road of genius, defined by getting physically involved, by this exuberant energy, and guided by what Blake called the head sublime, the seat of pure, raw imagination. So if the straight road is a trap, what does it actually feel like to walk the crooked road of genius? Well, this is where Blake's philosophy of creation really just comes roaring to life. The crooked road is basically a celebration of untamed energy. It's built on the belief that real creation isn't neat and tidy. It's an exuberant, vital, and, often messy explosion of what Blake simply called energy. It's all about embracing the spontaneous, the impulsive, not trying to control it or improve it into something predictable. I love this because it shows that for Blake, genius isn't just some abstract idea. It's a full-body experience. Your entire being gets involved. Your body is physically engaged. You're literally hacking through the brush. Your heart is in it, making tough, costly decisions. And your imagination is your guide, figuring out how to navigate all the unexpected cliffs and obstacles along the way. It's a truly holistic, mindful journey. And this right here is why that crooked road is so important. Blake believed that friction, challenge, unpredictability, these contraries, are absolutely essential for any kind of real growth. The smooth, improved road has no friction, so guess what? There's no real progression. Genius isn't about having a perfected technique. It's forged in the struggle. So why does all this matter so much? Why is this choice of path such a big deal? Because this isn't just some artsy debate. For Blake, this choice has massive psychological and even societal consequences. The stakes are incredibly high. Blake uses this really powerful animal metaphor to drive the point home. You've got the fox. The fox is clever, efficient. It takes the straight, predictable road to provide for itself. But then you have the lion. The lion thrives in the untamed wilderness. It follows no path but the one dictated by its own raw inner nature. One is all about calculation. The other is about power and authenticity. And when an entire society gets obsessed with straight roads, well, it starts building prisons. Not necessarily literal ones, but prisons for the creative spirit, what Blake called the poetic genius. He saw the stones of law, the bricks of religion, and the poison of social expectation all working together to pave over our crooked individual paths, all in the name of safety and efficiency. So this is maybe the most powerful takeaway of all. It's about reframing how we see our own journeys. You know those detours, those quirks, those unpredictable turns you've taken in life? They aren't mistakes that need to be corrected. In Blake's view, They are revolutionary signs of life. They're proof that your own poetic genius is still wild and still free. All right, let's bring all of this together. Blake isn't just offering up a critique. He's actually giving us a guide. He's telling us that the palace of wisdom can only be reached by those who are brave enough to walk their own, unimproved road. And this is the ultimate warning. When we try to improve our path with that cold, mechanical logic, when we try to iron out all the crooks and turns to make it more acceptable or efficient, what we're actually doing is destroying our soul's journey toward its own divine inheritance. We end up cutting ourselves off from our own unique potential. And so we land on the final empowering idea. External authorities, social expectations, rigid rules, those aren't your guides. Your one true navigator, according to Blake, is your own inner creative spirit, your poetic genius. You have to learn to trust its crooked, instinctive movements.
So I'll leave you with this, a question to take with you. Just look at your life, your work, your creative projects. What external pressure to improve, to standardize, to make things more predictable, what is it that you must reject right now in order to finally find and follow your own authentic, crooked road?